Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Was the Kindest and Changed Everyone Around Him. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this, it is 1 a.m. in night and yeah, I'm pretty much tired. But since I have to go tomorrow somewhere, I will be busy tomorrow. I am making this for you guys now. So I hope you enjoy this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And don't worry, I will be uploading regularly from tomorrow onwards on both Meta and Apollo Uchiha channels. It's just that I'm taking today off because, yeah, it's 1 a.m. and I'm tired, exhausted. I have to make a story for you guys. So yeah, I hope you don't mind. And yeah, it's kind of a, relaxed, laid back story. So sit back and relax and enjoy this one. Because yeah, most of you guys, new subscribers or old, have been requesting this, and I kind of want to make this kind of a story once in a while. Anyways, enough said. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to both of my channels. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins after the QB attack inside the Hokage office, where we see Minato Namikaze as well as Kushina Uzumaki, as both of them were somehow alive, and their predecessor Hiruzen Sarutobi was shocked to see them alongside his pupil Jiraiya himself, one of the legendary Sanins. I don't understand, how did you two survive? And I thought that he only had Naruto. Well, Kushina had a plan. Since Mito was born first, and we feared that something like this might happen because Sensei had been sending me messages that there were men snooping around the village. Right at the time when Kushina was about to go into labor, we sensed something was not right. So, we made this decision. Naruto was made the Jinchuriki of the soul of the Biju. So that is why his eyes are red. Yes. And in fact, because of the seal that we used. What do you mean by that? Because of me hurrying up, it was messed up, and the seal in itself is quite experimental, but since it's a soul, it shouldn't be a bother to anyone. But Minato, he is your son, right? Yes, he is, but he has to remain here. So you are going to make your own son a scapegoat? Unfortunately, there are no words to sugarcoat it, Sensei, said Jiraiya as he stepped in. Yes, Naruto will be the scapegoat, so that Mito will have to train. What do you mean by that? Remember the prophecy, Sensei. I told you before that. The prophecy, it matters the most. We have to do this in order to make sure that the threats of the future can be prevented. What about the threats of the present? The people will mold this child if they find out that he is the Jinchuriki of the soul of the Biju, and his eyes, they are a dead giveaway. People will think of it as a demon. That is better, said Kushina, as Minato and Jiraiya were even confused. And Hiruzen was mortified. What do you mean by that, Kushina? He is your son. No. That thing has been corrupted, even if it was a mistake. That thing is not my child. I denounce him as an Uzumaki. If anyone has to become a scapegoat, it must be him. Then the people, if they want to take out their rage on him, then so be it. Kushina, he is our son. I made the mistake. His eyes, they remind me of his. I don't wish to be near him, said Kushina as she grabbed Mito and walked away, leaving the three men stunned. As Shiradan said, Look, Sensei, give enough time to Kushina, she will recover from the shock. And Minato, don't worry. As I promised, your family will be safe and whole again. As now we see, after that night, week had passed and no answers were disclosed to the people. The council, unfortunately, has heard of all of this thanks to the elders who were listening into this whole ordeal, and they felt pity for the child as well. And the council could not decide what to do. While some people who had deep hatred for the QB were on the side of the parents, especially Kushina, that what if the child is really a demon and corrupted by him, while on the other side, most of the people, showing the will of fire, even surprisingly Danzo didn't want to hurt an innocent child, who, because of the mistake of their Kage, his own father had to suffer a fate. He remembered that all too well because of his own childhood trauma, induced by his own father. As now we see the elders and Hiruzen inside his office a week later, council meeting after council meeting. The people are getting restless, Hiruzen. They want to know answers. Answers to what happened a week prior. And don't you think that I want to give them the answers? But doing that so, Naruto will be put in jeopardy. How about this? How about we tell people to allow and see for themselves, see with their own eyes, and make them realize that Naruto is not a demon. You're right about that, Danzo. This is the only option. All we can do is hope for the best. So, are you sure you want to do this? Said Homura. They will literally maul him if they see him as a demon. A single mistake, all of that will go away. We have to try. He is a kid who deserves to live his life normally as much as any other kid deserves. Unfortunately, because of the mistake of his own parents, he shouldn't have to be the one who has to suffer. Right about that. As now we see, as Hiruzen was standing atop of the Hokage tower, as the people were gathered, people of Konoha Gakure no Sato. It is with a heavy heart I must say that, due to a mistake from Minato no Mikaze, the seal in the urgency of a matter was not made perfectly, and because of that mistake, our Jinchuriki has been affected. As Naruto was shown, his whisker marks were thickened, his nails were like little claws, and his eyes, they were red with slits in them. As people gasped. Now most of you might think that since that kid is corrupted by the Biju, he is a demon. But we don't believe that. We have checked him again and again. Now, I know that it is hard to believe us, because you might think that we want to keep him alive since he is our Jinchuriki and the weapon of the village in terms of military, but know this. He is also a part of Konoha, and not only that, he deserves a normal childhood. If you don't want to take me up on my word as a Kage, then please listen to your heart and let your heart guide you. See for yourself if he is deserving of being one of us or not. That is all I can say. I'm not gonna force you to do anything, because people of Konoha has never been forced because of their will of fire. As people after that were quiet and dispersed, well, it is out. Let's hope for the best. And so, with putting all their faith in people and Kami, Hiruzen placed Naruto in the orphanage. And time began to pass by. All the while, Minato, Kushina, alongside with Mito and Jiraiya, have crossed to the other side of the elemental nation, to a safe place where they could train in a safe house. And the complete connection was cut off because Hiruzen didn't want any connection with those people because of what kind of monstrous choice did they made, leaving a child behind, their own blood, abandoning him. And back to Naruto. Years begin to pass by as Naruto begin to grow up. At the age of 5, we see Naruto going to the playground for the first time. The kids in the orphanage didn't tease him much, and if anything, the orphanage matriarch alongside with the people there were quite fond of him, because Naruto would always help out, and not only that, he was quick learner and was able to help the others as well, making quick friends in the orphanage. And he would always play with the orphanage kids. Seeing this as a plus sign, the Hokage thought that it would be best if Naruto made friends with the other clan heads' kids, seeing that they would be a pivotal point in his life in the future if he is going to become a shinobi. He will need all the backup he can get, and he will need strong allies. As now we see, Naruto came face to face with girls being bullied by Ganins, as Naruto confronted them. Hey, stop bullying them! And look what we have here. A monster. As Naruto looked sad at that, but he didn't break down. Yeah, I am a monster. And you know what monsters do? Eat bad kids. As Naruto showed his canine teeth that were visible. As seeing this, the kids became scared and took a step back. Stay away from me, you demon. As they threw a rock towards Naruto. And after Naruto was hit with a rock, he began to bleed as his eyes narrowed, as he growled, ready to pounce on them. As seeing that Naruto was about to pounce, they all dashed as Naruto sighed. Thank God they're gone. Are you girls okay? As Naruto noticed that one of them had blonde hair, one of them had pink hair, and the other one had purple hair. Yeah, but you're hurt. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Some kids are mean to me, but not most of them, at least. My name is Naruto. What's yours? Hino Yamanaka. Sakura Haruno. Hinata Yuga, said the three girls, who were quite scared and confused, as Naruto gave them a bright, toothy grin. You know what? Stay safe, girls, and, well, I guess you don't need my help anymore, so I'll be on my way, said Naruto, as, after seeing that, Naruto moved towards the center part of the playground. All the while, he was unaware that the mothers of the kids that were the girls were watching them, as Hitomi had a smile on her face, as so did Mibuki Haruno, but Mrs. Yamanaka looked sad. Why are you sad, Inoko? Kushina. She yelled out to that child that it wasn't her, it was a demon. Poor kid. If he finds out, it would destroy him. Then let's make sure that he doesn't miss his mother, said Mibuki. After all, he saved our baby girls. And from the looks of it, they might be developing a crush on him. As the Hitomi giggled at that, as now we see. After that day, Naruto visited the playground more and more, and not only that, he became quick friends with the girls, and was forced to play with them house. And not only that, soon after that, Naruto was introduced to not only Kiba, but also to the others. And surprisingly enough, Kiba was quite shocked to find out that his new Ninken pup that was given to him, Akamaru, was quite attached to Naruto, and Naruto could understand him as could he. And that got them to become best of friends as well, alongside with Shikamaru, who was quite lazy, as well as Choji, who was a kind-hearted big boned boy, as he called himself. And Shino was later introduced to the group, and Naruto was the first one to reach out to him. And seeing this, Naruto soon, at the age of 5, was able to make friends with all of the clan head's kid. While in the Hokage office, Hiruzen, seeing this with elders, was happy. The kid is able to make strong allies. Well, I must say, the will of fire is burning brightly within him. What do you say, Hiruzen? How about passing the torch down to him? Jokingly said Homura, as Danzo then said, butting in, that would be the best choice. As everyone looked towards him as if he has grown a second head. He was pissed when Hiruzen became the Hokage, but it was a given situation since their sensei said this as a dying word, so he accepted his defeat then. But later on, when he gave the torch towards Minato, he was pissed off again. And this time he was supposed to be pissed off again since Hiruzen again became the Hokage, but when Naruto came into the picture, he wasn't pissed. What the hell was going on? Was the world ending or something? What? Why are you all looking at me like that? You just said something that is quite shocking, Danzo. Have you been replaced by someone or something? No. Under a genjutsu, maybe? Enough! As the elders chuckled, because they were pulling the leg of their old friend. I'm just saying what is truth. I have realized one thing. People don't want older shinobis. All we can do is guide the younger generation. And Naruto here is the one who needs the guidance the most. And not only that, seeing how he's able to bring all of the people together, he reminds me of Hashirama Sensei. Alongside a little bit of Tobirama Sensei. I see both of them within him. And I see an image of my own self. If I made right choices back in the past, Danzo told to himself. As Hiruzen then said, well, my friends, you're not alone in this then. It is decided. We'll see how Naruto goes. All we can do is just watch and help him, guiding him from the shadows. That is it. That is in its own right true. As now we see, at the age of age, when before beginning the academy, Naruto was made friends after being introduced with Sasuke Uchiha, whose brother Itachi introduced him to Naruto. As Naruto and Sasuke became quick friends, and so later on that day, Hinata, one of the first friends, invited him to her birthday party. And once Naruto arrived, Naruto sensed something, as Hitomi Yuga, who was like a mother figure to Naruto, was about to drink a cup filled of wine that Naruto literally yanked out of her hand. As Hiyashi, seeing this, found it quite disrespectful, as he called his guards. Naruto? Enough, Hiyashi-san. Naruto, why did you do this? Said Hitomi. That drink, it smelled odd. Please don't drink that. That was not good. As that is when Naruto sensed something. Hinata, she's in danger. As Naruto whizzed past by the Jonins that were surrounding him, as all of them eyes widened as they have activated their Byakugan, and even then it was quite faster for them to catch up. As Naruto dashed upstairs and following Naruto in suit, all of them arrived immediately, only to find that Hinata was being dragged into a bag after being knocked out cold. As Naruto literally dashed towards the man and tackling him fell down from the window as Hitomi screamed, Naruto! As all of the adults dashed down immediately, and the perpetrator was caught as he was injured. Turned out it was an ambassador from Kumo who came there in order to make an alliance. And turns out there was no ambassador sent by Kumo, and they were there on their own accord, saying that they were going on a undisclosed mission sent by their council. As now we see, after being captured, a council meeting was being held. As at one point where people praised Naruto, especially the shinobi side of the council and the Yugas, only their side there was cause of worry because not only Kumo infiltrated their village, but also they were going to kidnap a clan heirs. If it wasn't for Naruto and his heightened senses, things could have gone way, way worse and wrong. To be honest, I want him to be executed. But my brother Hizashi, he told me that it was all a plan of Kumo. If things go either way, they will be the one winning. So, we did something that they did not anticipate it, capturing them and interrogating them through TNI department and getting all the secrets out. But I must say, Hokage-sama, Naruto, he not only saved my daughter tonight, he also saved my wife. Because turns out people from within my own clan were going to poison her. And I have found out who these people are. I'll be holding an execution. Since this is a clan matter, I hope that Konoha won't interfere. A clan matter, we won't interfere. But this, Kumo and Konoha matter, it is much bigger than Yuga matter. Here, Yashi-san, I hope you understand. Yes. As after that we see, the civilians were left talking to each other, as Mibuki was the only one smiling, since she was the only one of the councilmen who allowed Naruto to get close. And after that, the rumors break out, and the people begin to see Naruto differently, because even if they wanted to believe that it was a demon, their heart stopped them in their tracks and wanted them to think for a bit. Like, what if they were going to hate and mortify a child? And that in itself terrified them. Because what if it was their child that was placed in such a situation and the whole people hated them? When they realized this, they began to approach Naruto, and Naruto's friendliness, he quickly opened up to them. And within few months, the people of Konoha began to realize that they were about to make the biggest mistake of their life. So far they haven't done anything, just to observe from afar and ignore. But now, they were opening up. And so did Naruto, he was opening up to the people. As this was going on, we see on the other side something has happened. Hinata, who has been spending time with her mother who was alive thanks to Naruto saving her, has grown quite attached to Naruto, as currently we see in the playground area. Naruto was seated there as they were about to begin academy in a week or so, as Hinata was clinging on to one of his arms, while the other two girls were watching this, as the boys were confused as well. As Ino, having had enough, then said, Hinata, I know he saved you and all that, but please, would you give Naruto his space? No. He rescued me, and I want to thank him. You have thanked him enough, said Sakura, as she didn't want to admit. She kind of liked Naruto as well, but she didn't want Hinata to hog over him. As now we see, Naruto then said, what is going on here, guys? As Sasuke was the only one who realized and chuckled alongside Shikamaru, who didn't want to bother into this, since he found all women troublesome. Aside from this, all the other boys were just chuckling. I'm sorry, Naruto-san, but this is something you must find out on your own, said Shino. Eh? Choji? I'm just gonna eat my chips, Naruto. Sorry, buddy. As this was going on, we see that inside the Hokage office, the elders were laughing their asses off because this was pure comedy gold. And they, in their old lives, needed some sort of entertainment after the matter with Kumo was resolved. As now we see, Danzo then said, I still don't find this funny. The boy is in a confusing situation. He shouldn't be in that sort of situation at such early point on. He needs to begin his training soon as well. Yeah, talking about that, said Hiruzen, wiping a tear away. I was hoping to test Naruto out to see if he had any Genkai. And not only that, Naruto has told me something. Something quite serious and surprising. What? Turns out Naruto, due to him being infected by the QB, has become a QB itself of a sort, a child of it. As everyone was shocked, so you mean to say he's a half Biju now? The seal that they created, I took a picture of it and examined it, and got it examined from the seal masters across the elemental nations. And you know what? They said an amateur can make a better seal. It is a combination and a mixture of a seals that could have caused death of Naruto, and not only that, could have made him a literal nuke for the whole village. As all of them got serious and tense. But surprisingly enough, it did something else altogether. After studying from doctors, the best of the best, even Tsunade, it turns out that Naruto's genes, DNA itself, was altered and replaced by the QBs. So he's not only a Uzumaki Namikaze, but also a QB. As everyone was shocked. So he can wield the strength and chakra of the QB in itself. Yes. As he grows, his power will grow. Who knows, maybe he might become an immortal. That is why I want him to get tested, to see if he has any Genkai. As now we see, Naruto, 2 days before the beginning of the academy, was placed in a hospital room where he was being tested. As now we see, Naruto was with Hiruzen, who he called Gigi, and has gotten close to as well. So Naruto, was it hurtful? Yeah, I don't like needles, Gigi. But what is going to happen now? Well, now we wait, my boy. How about we go inside my office and wait there? You can read a few books there. Alright. As after arriving inside the office, we see that Naruto found a lot of books. But he took out the Fuinjutsu Part 1 book and began to analyze it. Ah, Fuinjutsu arts. The art that is specialized in a lot of things. Mainly, a clan that specialized in it was Uzumaki's, but unfortunately they have wiped out. But there are a lot of seal masters out there. A rare art that anybody picks out. Mostly people like ninjutsu and taijutsu, or kenjutsu, or even genjutsu. I guess I might try this then. As Naruto was sitting there, and for the whole hours they had to wait, which was 4. Naruto within those 4 hours read 4 parts of the Fuinjutsu art. As Hiruzen was quite surprised. Naruto, you're on the 5th part of the Fuinjutsu arts, and after this only 1 book is left. And after all of the books are memorized, you can become a seal master. I have memorized them. As to take it out at the test, Hiruzen brought out his set to make Fuinjutsu seals. As then said, how about you make me an advanced storage seal, in which I can store at least 90 scrolls. How about I make a new one? As Naruto sat down and began to draw a seal that was altogether new. As after drawing up the new formula, he was done. And Naruto then brought out at least 100 scrolls. I think it can store more than 100, but I'm gonna try with 100 first, and then we can see how much it goes. As after making the hand seal, the seal absorbed with a puff of smoke 100 of the scrolls. As Hiruzen was surprised. You just made a new seal that allows us to store 100 scrolls, Naruto. No, it can store more. As Naruto stood atop of it on its own, as he made a hand seal. Just make this hand seal this time around. He's showing the hand seals to Hiruzen, he poofed himself into the seal. As getting anxious, Hiruzen made the hand seal again as Naruto appeared alongside the 100 scroll. Wow, that was weird. Naruto, that was amazing, my boy, but don't do that ever again. Yeah, I guess so, Gigi. As after that, Hiruzen showed this to the whole council, as the council in itself was shocked, as Danzo smirked, realizing that he had an eye for a talent, and Hiruzen, realizing that smirk, knew what was coming. I wish to train the boy, but we knowing your methods cannot allow that. As Danzo frowned, I am not gonna take the boy's emotions away. I don't wish to take that at least. I will train him, and so in front of every one of you, I vow that I won't take his emotions away or make him a root shinobi. All those in favor, as most of the people then trusting Danzo on this one, even Hiruzen putting faith in him, then said yes, as Danzo smirked, and knowing this, he will train Naruto. As the academy first day ended, we see that Naruto was stopped by Danzo, as Naruto then said, I have read your reports, Naruto. You were never informed about them, but we got them late, quite late at night. Yes, I heard. What is it? You have a fire Genkai. You can use fire element, as if it is second to breathing to you. Really? How so? You just have to work hard enough to, well, master it, my boy. And I'm gonna help you do that. Are you ready? Yes, sir. I am. As now we see, after that day, years went by as Naruto's academy years were over. As graduation exams were coming to a close. As the only difference this time around was that the Uchiha massacre didn't happen. Because Naruto was able to prevent Obito and the others to corrupt the Uchihas and get close to them. And the Uchihas in general were happy since, well, people outlook towards Naruto was different. Everyone adored the kid. He was helpful, respectful, and, in general, very kind. And quite genius to boot up all of that. As now we see, Naruto was standing in a meditative pose under a waterfall as Naruto sensed people approaching from all around. And swords came down at him as people with blank marks arrived. As they were about to cut him down, Naruto disappeared. Using the yellow flash technique, he, without using any projectile, appeared on the other side. Thanks to him becoming a seal master, alongside him mastering all the techniques, he was allowed access to the already written down jutsus to perfect on them, and Naruto was perfecting many of them. Flying Raijin being one of them, the stage 3 of the Flying Raijin, much faster than the Yellow Flash Minato Namikaze himself. And the other thing that he did was Fire Element Mastery, thanks to Danzo. Fire Armor, as a huge flame armor appeared around him that didn't burn him or his clothes, but anyone around him or any projectile would be burned into crisp. As Naruto then increased the intensity of the heat and using that began to launch huge fireballs towards them. As he then using the yellow flash technique looked like a burning ball of fire that disappeared and appeared on the other side. As after that he then said, time to end this. As he made a huge ball of Rasengan made out of flames and slammed it down. Rasengan, burning sun! As after that, all the shinobis were thrown away as Naruto landed on his feet. As Naruto was standing proudly, everyone clapped their hands, as now we see the elders and the clan heads alongside the civilian council members arrived. You did good, kid, but 9 points out of 10. What? Why the 1 point? I'm sorry, I'm grateful and all that, but why the 1 point? Your jacket is burning, Naruto. What? Oh shit! As Naruto wiped the flames away, he then sighed. Aw, man, I love this jacket. Well, I guess it's burned, and thank God it is, said Ino as she arrived there. Ino, what are you doing here? We all are here, Naruto-kun. Yes, thank God it is, said Hinata. Orange doesn't suit you, Naruto. But I love that color. We thought you would say that, said Sakura, as she brought out a jumpsuit that was orange but still had black accents except instead of blue or white. But I like my current suit. No, that's hideous. At least this one is decent. Even if it is orange monstrosity, said Ino, but this is bearable. As after that, Naruto took off his shirt and changed into that. As Ino, Sakura, as well as Hinata were drooling at the sight of that because Naruto has become a little bit of muscular over the course of years of his training and eating regularly with a proper diet. As this was going on, we see on the other side a storm was brewing as a few people approached Konoha back. Jiraiya, Tsunade, alongside them was Minato and Kushina, and their grown-up daughter Mito. Remember, Mito, the man you're about to meet is not your brother. He's the demon. Again with this, Kushina. How long are you gonna hold on to that? I have tested it out myself. before you guys came to me for clarification. Naruto is Naruto, not the QB. But what if it is impersonating as Naruto? As that is when they heard a huge flame explosion as they dashed towards there. As now we go to present where we see Mito used the second form of the yellow flash technique as Naruto disappeared and appeared behind her. Whoa, calm down. What is going on here? Who are you? Shut up, demon. You're going to die tonight after what you have done to my brother. What? What is going on? As Naruto held her, reprimanding her, Naruto said this. Seeing this, Kushina was on the edge. As she said, leave my daughter alone, demon. As Naruto was kicked in the side of his to the side, causing his ribs to crack a bit as he was thrown like a ragdoll to the other side. As Kushina, the second strongest kunoichi in the whole elemental nation, appeared. As her katana of the Uzumaki's was unsheathed, as she was pointing it towards Naruto. You're going to go die tonight. As Naruto, sensing this, he was about to be killed, was quite shocked. And so was everyone until he risen and said, enough! As that is when Kushina stopped. Why are you stopping me? As the people of Konoha then came in front of Naruto. If you're gonna kill him, you have to go through us. What is wrong with you people? I was the one who told you that he was a demon, didn't I? As Naruto's eyes widened. What? He's not my son. He never will be. What is going on here, Gigi? Said Naruto, looking confused at this. As that is when the next generation realized. As Shikamaru then said, oh crap. This is gonna be a drag. You realized? What is it telling? No, it's not the time, As realizing something, Naruto immediately came to a conclusion. You're my parents, aren't you? We never will be your parents, demon. You only exist in my brother's body. They will never be your parents. As Naruto looked down, as he looked towards his hero, whom he viewed as, I view that you as a hero, Minato-sama. Please, be honest with me. Am I your son? Said Naruto. Yes, you are my son, Naruto. Why wasn't I told? Because you never were our child. After the seal failed to conceal the soul, you were corrupted. I can sense that there is some Naruto left in you, but to free him we must kill you. As Naruto was shocked because he was hearing his own mother say these words, as the people of Konoha then said, we stand by our word. Naruto is one of us. Son of yours or not. If you're gonna get through him, you're gonna get through all of us. As that is when the clan heads, and even Kushina's friends, Mikoto, Inoko, Hitomi, and Mebuki stood on the front alongside with Tsumi and the others. Unfortunately, I'm on my son's side as well. As Minato went and took his stance in front of Kushina, as Tsunade, alongside with Jiraiya, were on Naruto's side. I told you, Kushina, the seal failed because of our mistake. It was never meant for this to happen. We thought that keeping you away, giving you enough time would bring you out of your grief and of your thoughts of making Naruto the demon and the bad guy here, but it didn't. Wait, what do you mean by that? Isn't it obvious? We did this because we thought that splitting the Biju and its chakra would be the safest, since you two were born, and there hasn't been a good Jinchurikis made at birth. Suna is a prime example of that, and that is what we feared. But because of my mistake, because of my incompetence, because of the hurry in that matter, all of this happened. I went away to keep you safe, son. Because right at the moment when I saw Kushina's looking towards you with those murderous eyes, I feared that something like this might happen. And I knew I couldn't save you by being around you 24/7. That is why I decided I'd need to leave. Take her away from here. I hope my daughter would have better, but she didn't. I'm sorry, son. It's all because of me. I failed you, said Minato, giving his son a hug, as Naruto was standing still, shocked, because he couldn't process all of this information at once. As Naruto then said, I forgive you, but do you think we need your forgiveness? How many people you're gonna fool? ripped apart my family, demon. I'm gonna kill you one way or another. As after that, Kushina and Mito disappeared. As now we see, Naruto and Konoha were happy at least that they were gone. While on the other side, we see that they were approached by a group that they shouldn't have even bothered going to. As they were surrounded by Akatsuki, what do you want? Relax, Kushina Uzumaki. You want demon gone? We want that demon. Don't worry, your daughter can help us too. We don't need her. We only need one of them. Better him than her, right? I guess we have a deal then. As now we see time begin to pass by, as everyone was beginning to adjust, as Minato realized that his son was quite a genius, and not only that, he quite got along with his son as well. And not only that, he was able to find out that his son was dense in the matters of love when it comes to his own regard, as there were a lot of girls such as Ino, Sakura, as well as Hinata who were after him. But there was only one big guilt, and that was because of his own foolishness. His wife and daughter hated their brother and son. How he wished that things would have been different. As now we see, on the other side, Akatsuki had planned an all-out attack on Konoha in the Chunin exams, and as soon as the Chunin exams arrived, all things went down to hell as the Akatsuki attacked alongside with Orochimaru. As they collaborated in the attack, we see that Naruto was captured, thanks to Kushina and Mito. As he was captured, we see him finding himself waking in a cave, where he was tied, and was being prepared to have the QB soul extracted him. What is going on? Shut up now, demon, said Kushina, slapping him on the face. As now we see, she then said, looking towards Naruto, begin extraction. Time to meet my son for the last time. As now we see, Naruto was in extreme pain as the extraction began. As QB's soul was being ripped and drained into the Garomaza that appeared. As Mito was watching Naruto in agony as his blue eyes began to appear. Please, stop this, said Naruto in agony. As he continued to scream, as Mito, having had enough, said to the mother, Mother, please stop. This isn't right. Please. I beg of you, please stop this. He is my brother. He isn't a demon that you told me he was. I can't watch this any longer. Make it stop, please, yelled out Naruto. As Kushina at that moment began to realize her mistake. But she then saw the red flash again, and that made her resolve even harder. Do it. Finish him off. He's the cause of all the misery in our family. If he's gone, everything will be better. I'm sorry, son. But I guess we only need one child. We can always make another. Me and Minato. As that is when the wall broke down from the other side. As people came to save Naruto. And on the front line was a furious Hinata, alongside with Ino and Sakura, and Naruto's friends, as they went all hell loose on Mito, who didn't fight back, but got beaten up bad, as Minato was beating the shit out of Kushina alongside with Tsunade and Jiraiya, while the others, alongside Hiruzen, went on to save Naruto. As Naruto yelled out, Sensei, please, make it stop. And seeing Naruto in agony, they killed the Akatsuki members, but the extraction wasn't stopped. And in the end, Kushina began to laugh. It's finally done. He's dead. As the extraction stopped, as Naruto went limp, because of the exhaustion and because of the pain that he has endured. While on the other side, the Garomaza in itself then began to shake after a moment of silence. As now we see, the skin began to become visible underneath, as the heinous monster then became alive, as it looked towards Naruto and said, make it stop. As everyone was shocked, even Zetsu, who was currently injured and close to dying, it is impossible. The boy's soul possessed over the ghetto muzzle. Make it stop. As huge flames were fired from the mouth of that monster. What have you done? Tell me, what have you done? Turns out the boy has become a monster, and there is no stopping him. None. Unless you kill him. As now we see, the people were facing another threat. A monster who wasn't loose. Because Naruto's soul and its agony was enough to power him. 2 nine tails altogether. As now we see this was going on, Naruto was in a space that was completely void. As in front of him was a being who was in a chibi state. A being that was crying. It had only one single eye and was on all fours and had 10 tails that looked and resembled like arms behind. What are you? As the being continued to cry. What is going on? As that is when Naruto watched the being's agony in itself, being created only to be sacrificed later on as a tree. You're just like me, huh? Hated by your own maker. Well, I had people who loved me, but I guess you suffered more than me. Your mother didn't love you as well, who created you. Same could be said for me. That is a pain we share, I guess. What is your name? As the being literally brought his head closer to Naruto's as both of their heads collided. In a gentle way, as Naruto's eyes widened. Shinjo, you're the 10 tails. But they said you were a monster. He isn't a monster, said Kyubi, who arrived there. He's just a being who is continuously in agony. The sage saw that, and to appease him and his agony, he made him a stone. But why would he do that? That wouldn't solve anything. That would ease his pain, since he will freeze in time and space. Because you see, he's a being created to be in agony 24/7, which makes him enraged, in pain. That is his whole life and purpose. After finding out about this, Naruto was shocked and mortified. And you, because of your pain that you suffered, he was able to relate to you and brought you here to his safe place. It is up to you to decide what you do, kid. Is there a way to appease his pain? Please, Kyubi-san, I need to know. It's to absorb him. Ending his existence is the only way. You don't have much time, kid. Because the monster that is roaming outside is neither you or him, but the pain that both of you share. As on the other side, outside, we see the Shinobi Alliance, thanks to the emergency Kage Summit, had already been created, as a monster was approaching them. Make it stop, was the only thing it was saying again and again, and launching Bijudama after Bijudama from all the 10 tails that resembled hands combined everywhere, and breathing flames, causing destruction and havoc everywhere in itself. As the Katsuki and Kushina and Mito have been captured, as Mito has been crying as she blurted out everything until she had to be taken out away from the interrogation room because Ino, Sakura, and Hinata got inside again, and they were close to beating her to the inch of her life. Minato currently saw the body of his son and was shocked to find that Naruto's heartbeat was faint but still alive. And Tsunade, thanks to her medical technique, was able to deduce that Naruto, thanks to, being absorbed by that, thanks to Kushina, was in a comatose state, or like a trance. He will be able to come back to consciousness if they were able to defeat Monster. That was the only conclusion they could come up with. As on the other side we see, as the monster caused destruction while the people planned how to deal with it, inside its mindscape we see Naruto holding on to the being and crying, I don't want to end it. He has been in pain. I saw his pain. How can he just erase someone who has gone through living hell? You're kind, kid. Way too much kind for your own good. You know that? Look at this being. His pain will never end if you don't do this. Shinjo, I Can't. I can't. As Shinju then came near Naruto, as suddenly he began to dissolve in the orange form of chakra as his eye closed, as Naruto was the one who absorbed him. What is going on? He is giving himself up because he can sense the kindness in your heart. For the first time, someone might have showed him this, said the QB, as Naruto remembered the last words of the Shinju before he perished. It's alright, Naruto. Thank you for giving me comfort in my dying moments. You are my one and only friend, my best friend. You can you can go back now. There are people waiting for you. I'll always be with you then, I guess. As Naruto was broken after that, as he was in tears after hearing that, as the monster on the other side appeared in front of the people, beginning to charge the biggest Biju drama they ever seen, suddenly something happened. Make it stop! The monster yelled out before turning into stone again as he began to shake, and finally he was completely turned into stone. But something else happened. The stone began to crack and fall down to the ground in pieces and turn into ash in itself. As everyone was shocked at what was going on here. And just right in front of them, in a nick of time, the monster has disappeared by turning itself completely into ashes. As it was done, we go towards Naruto, who awoke himself, finding himself in his own body, as he gasped, Where, where am I? As suddenly Naruto was engulfed with barrage of huggies from all the side, as his friends were there alongside, well, the girls who were all over him. Ow, it still hurts, I guess. Sorry about that. Now, all of you, leave the boy alone. I need to give him a proper checkup. Welcome back to the land of living, Naruto. Tsunade-sama. Ah, so you do know about me. Of course. You're the most legendary Konoichi out there. The strongest one. Flattery won't get you anywhere, Naruto. Let me do the checkup and then you can go and meet your friends. As this was going on, we see Naruto still remembering. And the voice came to him. You don't need to worry about him, kid. He's a part of you now. You are him, and he is you. You are the new Shinju. As Naruto's eyes went, wait, does that mean? Yes, he gave you his powers. Soon you will grow stronger and become the next Ten Tails. A Ten Tails was not a monster, but a Ten Tails who is kind. And as for the Akatsuki members, they were sent back to their own respective villages and executed. And finally, for Kushina, she was placed in a mental asylum where Naruto, after returning to his normal self, was standing there. As Naruto arrived there, what do you want? After taking everything away from me. Listen, Kushina-sama, I just came here to talk. What, to gloat that he took everything away from me? I never wanted this. You know, I would have been happy to have you back. I was so happy when I found out that my parents were alive. Even am now. I'm just sad that you're in this condition. It's all because of you. You can blame me all you want, but I never intended for this to happen. It was all a mistake. Father, I'm not gonna place the blame on him. He made a mistake. And I became like this. But that doesn't mean I blame him. I mean, something good came out of it in the end for me. But why are you so hard on blaming me? What have I done to you? Said Naruto, with tears in his eyes. Even if I look like this, am I not your blood and flesh? You gave birth to me. As Kushina, for the first time, was being held accountable for all of the misery she caused her son, as her son broke down in front of her. All I ever wanted was my own family. I never told this to anyone. I was jealous of seeing others with their mother and father. And after finding out that I had one, I was so extremely happy. But when I heard your words, it broke me. To this day, it feels like someone stuck a dagger to my heart when I heard those words. I hope you recover and can move on, Kachan. With saying these words, Naruto, wiping his tears, got up and left. As Kushina was left there crying because she realized her mistakes and realized that that wasn't a Kachan of Naruto accepting us as a mother. It was him saying goodbye to the mother that he saw within her, parting ways completely off with her, indicating that it was too late, as Naruto has burned all the bridges connecting to her now. And that, this time around, broke her. All the while, Naruto on the other side became much more happy, until a problem came into view. So choose, Naruto. Who is this gonna be? What? Said a teen-year-old Naruto as his friends were at the Akamichi barbecue shop as Hinata, Sakura, and Ino had been arguing. And Naruto intervened and the guys were stepping back and enjoying this show. You know, this is comedy gold. Says Shikamaru to Sasuke. Yep. There I can agree with you, Nara. This shit is gold. As Minato was quite confused as well, and laughing while watching this from the Hokage office. Ah, poor boy. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, I don't have much good of a dating history as well. Ah, this is comedy gold. I can make a one-off novel out of this. Sensei, please avoid doing so. That to my child. Yeah, I'm just kidding with you. No, probably not. I'm gonna make that. Think about all the money and fame I can get. As Jiraiya dashed off, as all of them facepalmed themselves. Well, the kid got himself in a boiling hot water this time around. And this time, yep, not even the Kami can save him. It's all on him, as Naruto was left with a confusing choice to make. Either it was going to be Hinata, Sakura, or it was going to be Ino. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is it for today, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for today. Peace.